Hello guys, welcome back to Lydia Isnanto Channel on the Human Stories episode. And today we have such an amazing human being. He is a pastor and also a filmmaker, a director, a writer, an actor, a husband, and a father of three. Recently you were featured in the Climate magazine. And in the article it says that you are a pastor that works for changing lives, one person at a time and one film at a time. What is your story and what does that mean to you?
What makes a great story is a character who wants something so bad, usually has to overcome obstacles.
One of our actors who's on set today, her name is Denisha, and she's a real-life survivor of human trafficking. And I have been gripped with the story for years, and I wanted to write Neighbor to wake people up. That's why I want to make films. I want to wake people up to justice. I want to wake people up to the realities of this world that we sometimes want to ignore. And I enjoy, complex stories and complex characters. So Neighbor is that reality that, our perfect suburban American dreams are broken, and we need to admit that.
What makes a great story is a character who wants something so bad that they'll do whatever it takes to get it, and that person usually has to overcome obstacles, challenges, and they become different. They are changed in the process. So every great story has elements of that character or characters. So when I think about, for me, the ultimate story is the story of Jesus, who became God, who wanted a relationship with us, who wanted to set us free so much that he was willing to give his own life. That story has ripple effects in every story, in mythology and in pop culture, everywhere. A story of sacrifice, a story of someone giving their life for another. So when I think about my own life, I came from lots of divorce in my family, and I had to overcome some of those obstacles in my own life to get where I am today. Whether it was, I was in college and I was working 3 different jobs and putting myself through school part-time while I worked full-time. And I discovered a love for the arts in elementary school, but it was really in college, in the theater community, that I said, this is what I want to do. But I also felt the real passion to help people, because I was taken in at a young age to a pastor's home, because my family had broken up and I didn't have the ability to live with my family any longer. And they showed me what it was like to sacrifice for others. So that's really what I wanted to do with my life. At that time I thought, I want to be a pastor. I want to help people like that. I want to serve people and help people everywhere, on the margins, teens, college students. So I got a degree in biblical studies. I went on to get my master's. I've worked with the same church for 19 plus years. But it was cool in the context of my working out my faith and leading as a pastor. God gave me a call and invited me to come back into a space that I thought I shouldn't be, and I sort of had become closed-minded to God using creativity or even using the arts as a way to touch people and draw people. And I'm so thankful for that change, because I believe the church should be on the forefront, on the cutting edge of creating music and arts and film. The Holy Spirit is real. The power of the Most High Creator, God, is creating things in us, and so I want to be a part of that. So that's how I'm trying to leverage my time and my abilities now through my role as a pastor, and then beyond as I'm making films.
Tenderloin is a district in the city of San Francisco. This is the roughest and toughest. It's about 50 city blocks, and it has 586 high-rise buildings, 37,000 people live in there. Roughly 7,000 homeless population that come through there daily. We have 2 major crimes every hour. It's the highest crime in the city of San Francisco. I wanted a purpose in my life, so I began to go away and pray and fast unto God and find out about my destiny.
I want to tell stories that change people. I believe stories can change the world. That's why I want to make this film. I'm a pastor and a filmmaker, and I live in the Bay Area. I live about 30 miles south of San Francisco. And so I would go up to the Tenderloin every couple weeks and learn about all the injustices and what city impact was doing. And it really got my heart. That's why I wanted to pick up the book and learn more about the history, learn more about how Roger started this vision. And I gave Ed the book, and then he brought it to the Whole Checks, and then we started saying, why not make this into a feature film? More people have to know this story.
33 Days is a real story, a true story, about a Taiwanese immigrant named Roger Huang, who came to California to work in the hotel industry. His big vision was the American dream, make it rich in hotels. And in San Francisco one day, his car breaks down in the Tenderloin, which is a basically 1 square mile impoverished community that has been swept aside by a lot of the city. And there's rampant drugs and prostitution and human trafficking, but there's still children and families in the city. And so his heart began to break for these children. And he went back and said, I'm going to do something about it. So he started a school and a rescue mission and a church. But what happened was he started to realize there was way more that needed to be done on a political scale and on a societal scale. So he went to the San Francisco City Hall and he did a 33-day hunger strike in order to draw attention to all these conditions in the Tenderloin. And the beautiful thing was the statement that he made was, I'm not going to eat until these kids can have a safe place to play. There was one park in the Tenderloin district, and after 33 days, the mayor of San Francisco gave in to all of his demands to clean up the Tenderloin. That was in 2004. So we're telling his true story called 33 Days, based on the hunger strike that was put into a book called Chasing God, co-written by Susanna Ottman, who's a local author here in the Bay Area as well.
And what are the challenges right now, that you're facing for that film?
Yeah, I mean, every film needs finances. So we are currently, I'm the producer. I'm not writing or directing this film. I am one of 5 producers. And so we have 2 directors who are putting together our treatment, which is basically like the outline of the film to adapt the book into a screenplay. And we are trying to raise about $70,000 so that we can hire a screenwriter. And we've been interviewing one who is good at adapting a source material of true stories into a screenplay. So right now it's all about finding investors, people who believe in the story, who would like to participate in filmmaking and can see the potential to make a profit. And you have to be creative in filmmaking. We're creating this kind of plan and this dream to take the film and do these sort of grassroots campaigns in different large cities across the nation that could learn from Roger's story and perhaps do the same things in their own city. So imagine us going into Chicago or New York or Philadelphia or Seattle or wherever, and inviting the local people who are on the ground doing ministry and care and support to people who are impoverished in some way, and we can tell them, like, here's an ordinary guy. This guy was an immigrant. In this time in our nation, we need to be lifting up. Like, this is someone who came to America for the American dream, and he didn't just take from America. He actually gave back, like many of them are doing. And that's the beautiful part I'm so excited about, is we want to empower Americans to see that they can do good, that you don't need to wait around for someone else to do it. You can change politics. You can change your city. So this film is meant to do just that, is to tell a story of an ordinary human being who did supernatural, extraordinary things.
So guys, any one of you who have a desire to help, please support and follow all his social media.
We're 33daysfilm.com. You can follow us on social media. We do have our investor packet online as a PDF. You can find out sort of our vision for the film, what it's going to look like tonally, sort of our structure for the film. You can meet all the filmmakers, or you can reach out to me by email. My email is tony@soncitymedia.com.
And beside that, you also have other films going on.
Lots of plates in the air.
Yeah. So what you guys need to do is just to check out your website at tonygapastone.com for the rest of other projects that he also currently doing. Thank you so much, Tony. And it's really inspiring to learn from your life and your story and your passion. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, stay tuned and bye.